but this is my first chance to come to Colombia and meet people here and learn more about the situation. So we've spent a couple of days in the Vichada region and the Meta region, and here we are on the River Meta. The indigenous communities and the campesino communities across these different regions. They're facing challenges, so we've met people who have been displaced and are now seeking a legal route and a legal right of return to their traditional territories. Not simply so that they can maintain a traditional way of life that their ancestors have lived for generations, but so that in their own way they can contribute to the future economic prosperity and development of the country as a whole. One of the most inspiring events we attended was an interethnic gathering that brought together communities from across the indigenous territories, but also members of the different campesino communities across the region, and they were sharing and learning from their experiences and agreeing to work together peacefully and using the legal framework that exists in Colombia to make sure that their rights to land are respected. They want to find ways to develop the land so that their communities can grow and develop, so that they can have better access to things that in the West we take for granted in terms of healthcare, education, access to clean water and food security. But as I say, there's clearly a strong willingness as well to contribute overall to Colombian society, that wealth doesn't have to be generated through large-scale plantations and monocropping and just simply through the concentration of business and agriculture in a very small number of people. It is possible, and I think we've seen that at least demonstrated on a small scale, to generate wealth, to make progress, but retain traditional ways of life, and to make sure that the link between the land and the people, which is clearly so important both to the indigenous communities and the campesinos, to make sure that that link is maintained and strengthened for generations to come.